What caused the crash of '08? And then it took 6 years to correct? I'll tell you right now what caused it.
Call or click 404 Eclipse.
What caused it was people with adjustable rate mortgages, and the rates adjusted, and they couldn't pay. Their payments went from $850 to $1,500, just an example, and they couldn't pay it. They couldn't pay the payment. They couldn't get a refi. They couldn't sell it. Why couldn't they sell it? Well, they owe $250 and it's only worth $200. That's why they couldn't sell it. Yeah, that's what happened. I asked a lender, what would happen if you asked your boss, hey boss, they can afford $850, but they're not going to be able to afford $1,500 when the rates adjust. She said, I don't have to tell you what if. I asked my boss, and he said, if you can't do those kinds of loans, then you don't work here, because those are the loans we're doing. They thought it was a gold mine. Instead of paying for your house 3 times in 30 years, you were going to, if you stayed there all 30 years, you'd be paying for the house 6 or 7 times because of the interest. They loved it. They ate it like sugar-coated cereal. It looked like gold. They were taking those mortgages and reselling them, repackaging them, and selling them to hedge funds and mutual funds. Everybody was in on it. When you ask any big pointy-headed fat cat what happened, they'll say the banks were loaning money to people then they shouldn't have. Oh, really? Those big banks, they're so nice. They were loaning money. They were trying their best to make it work. They were doing all they could to make it happen for a first-time home buyer. No, they weren't. They had them on the ropes financially, and they knew it. When the rates adjusted, they couldn't pay. They couldn't sell. They couldn't do a refi. The next obvious answer, I'm not an economist, the next obvious answer is if you can't pay your payment and you can't get a refi and you can't sell it, looks like it's going to be a foreclosure. That happened millions of times because the adjustable rate mortgages put people in a situation where they simply could not, they had no choice. House payment doubled. I can't pay my payment. You won't do a refi. I can't sell it. It was none of this is rocket science, but you will not hear anybody say that's what caused it. But that's what caused it.